Robert Hansen, also known as the Butcher Baker, was a serial killer who terrorized Anchorage, Alaska in the 1970s and early 1980s. He was responsible for the murders of at least 17 women, although the true number may never be known. Hansen was born in Iowa in 1939 and grew up in a strict religious household. He was described as a shy and socially awkward child who struggled with a stutter. He also had a fascination with hunting and firearms from a young age, which would later play a role in his crimes. Hansen married his high school sweetheart and had 2 children, but his marriage was troubled from the start. He was often unfaithful and had a history of criminal behavior, including theft and arson. In 1967, he was arrested and charged with the rape of a woman, but was released on bail and fled to Alaska, where he hoped to start a new life. Hansen settled in Anchorage and opened a bakery, which he ran with his second wife. On the surface, he appeared to be a respectable member of the community, but behind closed doors, he was a sadistic killer. He began abducting and raping women, often using his hunting skills to stalk them in the wilderness around Anchorage. Hansen's first known victim was a woman named Lisa Futrell, who disappeared in 1971. Her remains were never found, but Hansen would later confess to her murder. Over the next several years, he continued to abduct and kill women, usually targeting sex workers and dancers from Anchorage's red light district. Hansen's crimes were carefully planned and carried out with a disturbing level of precision. He would lure his victims into his car, pretending to be a wealthy client, and then drive them to a remote location where he would rape and torture them. He would then release them into the wilderness and hunt them down like animals, using his hunting skills to track them through the woods. Hansen's killing spree went undetected for years, but eventually the police began to suspect that there was a serial killer at large in Anchorage. In 1983, they arrested Hansen for the abduction and rape of a young woman, Cindy Paulson. Paulson managed to escape from Hansen's car and reported the incident to the police. During their investigation, the police discovered evidence linking Hansen to the disappearances of several other women. They obtained a search warrant for Hansen's home and found a stash of weapons, including rifles, pistols, and a collection of knives. They also found maps with X's marked on them, indicating the locations where Hansen had buried his victims' bodies. Hansen was charged with multiple counts of murder and kidnapping, and he eventually pleaded guilty to 4 counts of murder in exchange for a sentence of life in prison. He was also ordered to pay restitution to the families of his victims and was given a 461-year prison sentence. Hansen died in prison in August 2014 at the age of 75. He had been suffering from health problems for several years, and his death was attributed to natural causes. The story of Robert Hansen is a chilling reminder of the dangers that can lurk beneath the surface of even the most seemingly respectable members of society. Hansen's ability to maintain a facade of normalcy while carrying out his heinous crimes is a testament to the depths of human depravity. His victims will never be forgotten, and their families will always carry the pain of their loss.